What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Wednesday, Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. May the 5th, 2021. And as I told you guys late last week, I would not be able to do a video for Monday. Didn't get one done for Tuesday, but it was a very busy day. Jerry and I were going over some things. We've got some big announcements coming for you. Let's do a recap of what we did. We had a video for Sunday. I wish it would have gone up, but YouTube was giving me a ton of problems. So we did not get to recap what we did on Saturday. Everybody was asking about the game of the week and things like that. We had a free play on the Cardinals. It was on the premium card, so the premium clients got it. And then we also had a NASCAR play we were going to give out like we did the week prior. The video just didn't get to go up, so I apologize for that. It wasn't our fault. We had the video done Saturday night. It was going up. It just never would. It would get all the way uploaded. It would go into the processing phase that YouTube does, and we could never get it to go past that. And finally, Sunday morning, about 10:30, I didn't even try anymore. It was just getting too late to worry about it. But we did go on YouTube or on Twitter. Everybody was asking about NASCAR, about the game of the week that we had on Saturday. On Sunday, we recapped all of that there. But we do need to do a recap for what we did as far as the race goes for all of you guys, for what we did on Monday, and then we'll go ahead and recap what we can do on Tuesday. There's still one play ongoing, but we'll go ahead and recap everything but that because everything else has now finished. Technically, there's two plays ongoing, but one of the plays that we have is we've already cashed the ticket, so we can tell you that. But now, first and foremost, the video that you saw about the game of the week on Friday in Major League Baseball was a winner. It was the very first Major League Baseball game of the week of the season. The Yankees on the run line. It was a 10-0 absolute blowout. So congratulations to everyone that was on that. You guys had been waiting for it. Glad I could bring that to you for the very first game of the week of the season. Speaking of games of the week, we have another Major League Baseball game of the week going Wednesday, and it is a night game. There are some afternoon games on the board. It's not one of those. It is a night game. Now, anybody that knows anything about me knows that I am involved very heavily in minor league baseball. I do a lot of things with a couple of minor league organizations, running their TrackMan system, doing a lot of pitching data and analytics. Find one other capper that actually runs sabermetrics, data analytics through the TrackMan software for minor league baseball teams. All these cappers say, oh, I've got sources and I've got inside information. When you get contracted by a professional sports franchise and a Major League Baseball team to run all of their TrackMan data live in the booth at the game for all of their minor league players and prospects, you let me know who's got the inside edge. We'll put some pictures on Twitter tomorrow of what's going on because it is going to be opening night for the teams that I'll be working tomorrow. So we'll put that up there. There's a reason that I know about these prospects before any of you guys have ever heard their names before. So anyway, we have a game of the week going in Major League Baseball. It's already posted. It's been up for a few hours now. And right now it's just after midnight or just almost midnight. Game's been up for a couple of hours. Already sent an email out to the All Access clients who already get those plays. But we're announcing to you now for all of the people that do not get the games of the week because they're not an All Access member, you can purchase the play. It's $50, comes with the same guarantee. Win or get 3 days of all plays in all sports absolutely free. And it will be another banger. Now, as we always preach, guys, we don't put out a game of the week 2 hours before the game goes off. We usually do it 24 hours before the game goes off, sometimes even more. Lines can and will move. Money changes the lines. I mean, obviously, if there were anything to change within the game itself, that can change a line. If that were to change it, you'd hear from us. But we can't control how much money comes in on a game, how many people decide to play one or the other. All we can control is what the clients play because it's what we give them. So, guys, this is a game where the line can move. And you know what? It very well probably will. I don't think it's going to move a lot, but you want to get the best value you can. So don't wait till the last minute to purchase it. I think we're going to leave the link up there till about 6 o'clock tomorrow. So you've got plenty of time to purchase it. But the earlier you get it, the better. That way you can get the best line possible. Whatever you get, make sure you shop your lines. Get the best value, guys. every extra dollar in value you can get is just that much more of an advantage to you. You want to make the most you can on every single thing that you do. So Major League Baseball Game of the Week goes Wednesday. The play is posted. Go jump on it. $50 gets you a nice big winner. On top of that, just like I told you late last week, Jerry was already looking into another game of the week because we cashed in. Not only did we cash in the Major League Baseball Game of the Week, on Saturday we had my NHL Game of the Week, the Minnesota Wild taking on, and this was what was funny about this. Nobody seemed to like that game for whatever reason. But the Minnesota Wild, we took them, their game over 5 goals, 5.5, whatever you got it at. It was 7 goals were scored, another winner. So back-to-back days, back-to-back Game of the Week winners in 2 different sports. Then we jump over into Sunday to finish off the triple header, the trifecta, Jerry's Game of the Week in soccer, and what do you know? It cashed as well. So we had clients across the board picking up a Game of the Week winner in Major League Baseball, in National Hockey League, and in soccer. 3 of them, 3-0 clean sweep in 3 days. It doesn't get better than that. But Jerry has zoned in on 2 games. Both of these games, the lines are out. Both of them already qualify for a Game of the Week play. But in saying that, he knows that based on one piece of information that he is waiting on, that he knows he will get by Wednesday afternoon, that one of these games will inevitably rank slightly above the other. Even though both of them will make the cut and the criteria of a Game of the Week, he's only going to release one, and it's going to be the higher of the 2. So what we are doing is you will see the link for the soccer Game of the Week posted on the website. You go to the website, chasewins.com, you'll see MLB Game of the Week, and right below it, you'll see soccer Game of the Week pre-sale. What that means is you can go ahead and purchase the soccer Game of the Week, and on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, when he gets everything done and posted, you'll get an email immediately telling you to log in and view your winning play. The play is going to go this weekend, so you have plenty of time, but make sure you jump on it, because that way the second that the game is released, you will get the best line out there. You can go ahead and make your wager, and kick back and wait for that game to kick off. So a ton of big stuff going on this week, guys. But now, after the triple header, trifecta, 3-0 Game of the Week sweep, we jump over into NASCAR. Going into this week at Kansas, I told you, Patrick, in just the last 4 races alone, we were up over 34 units in pure profit. We had just come off a big winner, Brad Keselowski, plus 1,000 at 10-1 odds in the previous race. We jump over into Kansas. He had a 4 head-to-head race card, and just like he has in the past 3 races, he went 3-1 with a top play winner. Kyle Busch minus $1.30 over William Byron, cash it. Eric Almirola minus $1.55 over Bubba Wallace, top play, cash it. Denny Hamlin minus $1.35 over Ryan Blaney, cash it. The only loss that he had was Eric Jones versus Chase Briscoe. A few things. It was actually one bad pit stop that cost him on that one, because I was actually watching that race. That one he cost that, but he went 3-1 in head-to-heads again for the 3rd or 4th straight week with another top play winner. He's only lost 1 top play this entire racing season. Think about that. But then we jump over to the meat and potatoes of it, the race winner picks. And yes, again, he cashed in an outright race winner on Kyle Busch, 12-1 odds, plus 1,200. So with you count the loss at $1.50. So you pick up 5 units because you bet 3 units on a top play, 1 unit on a premium play. So even when you back the 1.5 unit loss on the 1 head-to-head that he lost and the hedges that he made, over 11.5 units of pure profit. Just this race alone that you could have bought for $20. Everybody that got it for $20, congratulations. That means he is up over, and the NASCAR clients and the all-access clients that get it are up over 46 units of pure profit in just the last 5 races alone. You tell me another sport, you tell me another capper that can give you anywhere close in anything else. It doesn't exist. Guys, I'm going to tell you something real quick. Ever since Sunday, I've had people emailing me and DMing me on Twitter going, hey, we should have entered the contest when you ran it back a few weeks ago to be able to get the all access pass for 60% or 50% off, 60% off, whatever we were doing it for. It's $5,000 for an all access pass. But you know what you get? Not only do you get every single sport for one full year, so every season that there is, you get it. You also get NASCAR, the entire season and every play. You get horse racing, every single thing we put out there. When we do draft picks, futures predictions, anything like that we have these special packages for, all-star game stuff in multiple sports, draft, like I just said, what we did, like the Derby, all these different things that we have these specialty packages for, like Jerry did the Masters. You get all of that. But you also get every single game of the week, every game of the month, and every game of the year in every single sport for 365 days. We ran the numbers on it last night. If you were to buy every season pass for every sport for 1 year, one season of every sport, and then you also purchased every game of the week, month, and year that we've had normally for a year, plus the NASCAR season, plus soccer, plus horse racing, plus all of the additional packages that we add throughout the year when we have specialty things like the Masters, the NFL Draft, all these things, you would spend roughly $19,000 to get everything if you bought it separately. But you can get all of it for $5,000. I'm going to allow 5 people to get it for half price. You guys don't understand what you're missing out on. We have told you time and time again, our job is not to nickel and dime people to death and try to get you to buy this and then get you to buy this. Our goal is to turn you in from a viewer to a client. And then when we show you what we're made of, to turn you from just a client into a long-term client that's a serious sports investor and looks at this as an investment, not a hobby. It's not gambling, it's investing. Treat this as a business. This is your true second source of income, guys. This isn't to make some side money. This is to make a source of income. And the people that want to do this, they gladly pay $5,000. They do it with a smile on their face because they know they're going to make their money back and be playing with house money before the first month's over. And they've got 11 months just to play. I'm going to give 5 people a chance to get it for half price. I want you to DM me on Twitter at PixChase, or you can do it at Pix_Chase on Instagram. I don't care. On Wednesday, you DM me, you say, I want it for half price. We're going to roll all the names up in. This is the last time we're doing this. We're going to draw 5 names. We're going to send you a DM right back if you win and say, here's your code. Go to the site and get it. Last chance. We're not going to play with people like we have in the past going, hey, do you want it? Oh, well, can you give me a week, or can you do this, or can you do that? No. You want it? Enter. If you do not plan on getting it, if you do win, don't waste our time. Don't waste your time, guys. If you don't want to buy it, that's fine. We want the serious people to be able to save some money so we can help them change their life when it comes to doing this. That's what we are here for, guys. We want 5 people to become a member of our long-term family so we can start truly building you a source of income that will very soon surpass your source of income that you already have. We've done it for hundreds of people already. We're going to continue to do it. And guys, there's going to be people every week that buy an all-access pass based on the money they've made with us. They use their profit to buy it, to invest in themselves and to invest in that. We're giving one last chance for 5 lucky people to be able to get it for over 50% off. But we're not going to give you 2 weeks to do it. We're not going to say, oh, if you don't want, because listen, if we tell you, hey, you won, if your name is selected and you don't respond back to us within a few hours, we're done, gone, moved on, and that's it. So keep that in mind. We want you as a long-term client. You know you want it as a long-term client. All these games of the week that you bought over the weekend, you get all that. Become a member of our family. Anyway, so we crushed NASCAR again. NASCAR alone in the last 5 weeks would have paid for you an all-access pass at the $5,000 price tag. Just NASCAR. That's it. Not including everything else. Just NASCAR would have paid for it. Think about that, guys. Jerry's won enough games of the week and his game of the month play in the last 30 days to pay for you an all access pass if you bet enough. Think about it. So something to think about. Anyway, going into Monday, I had two MLB plays. One got postponed. The game got rained out, so it didn't matter. No harm, no foul, taken off the card. Your book would have refunded you the money. Leaves us with one play, and it was the over 8 runs in the Oakland Athletics Toronto Blue Jays game. Cash it, a 1-0, another sweep in Major League Baseball. We also took the Utah Jazz minus 6.5 in the NBA. Cash it, a 1-0 sweep in the NBA. The only thing that we lost was one play. It was minus $1.15 regulation on the Pittsburgh Penguins, but we did take Carolina and Chicago over 5.5 goals. That was an easy winner. So we went 1-1 in NHL, and then we swept the board in NBA and MLB for a nice winning day. Now we jump over into Tuesday, which it's still Tuesday now. What we can recap as of now, because there's still one game going on in which we have two plays in. Excuse me. We did drop the Dodgers. They just dropped in game 2 to the Cubs. The Dodgers were going to win that game 3-1, and as much because everybody knows that I am a die-hard, Chicago Cubs lunatic, and Javi Baez is my favorite player in all of baseball. So as a fan, Javi busting out that home run to tie it up, as a fan, I couldn't love it more. As an investor, because we had the Dodgers minus a run and a half in game 2, I hated it. But they dropped that one, but it's okay. We'll get that one back. Mark my words. So we did drop that one, and we did drop the Braves and the Nationals over the total in their game. But here's the thing about that game. So in that particular game, you had what should have been 15 total hits. I think they ended up crediting them with 13 hits in that one because there were a couple of errors that they didn't give. Obviously, they didn't credit hits to anybody in that one. But again, the way the MLB is going to do it, I don't care. There was 15 hits in that game, more than enough offense. There was good base running. Just when they had the scores in the runners in the position, a couple of really poor base running calls where they should have run and didn't. It really cost them putting 2 easy runs on the board in the 6th inning alone. I think there should have been 3 more runs in that game. It was close. We had it at 8 runs. We were a run away. We didn't cash that one, but obviously, like I said, you look at the amount of hits, the amount of offense, the way they did it, we were definitely on the right side of that one. If you would have bet the under in that one, you knew that you were lucky and you were sitting there clenching your ass cheeks together knowing that you got saved by the grace of God on that one. But anyway, then we had the Oakland Athletics on the money line minus $1.20. An easy win there. We also had a top play on the Oakland Athletics team total over 4 runs. That one was a push. They scored exactly 4 runs. So no harm, no foul. It is what it is. It's a push. We also had the Tampa Bay Rays, LA Angels. We have 2 plays in that game, which is still ongoing. When I started recording this video, it was going into the 8th. We did have the over 8 runs in that game, which they were already at 9, so we won that play for sure. There's one more play in that game that we won't know about, until the next video, but we'll recap that one on the next video. Then we had one play in the NHL, the Penguins in regulation, minus $1.10, an easy win there. And then we also had one NBA play. It was the Brooklyn Nets, Milwaukee Bucks, under 244.5 points. That one, another winner. Now, when we released that game, it didn't take but about 30 minutes, and that line started moving fast. And when it did, some people got it lower than that. The lowest, and I looked at every single sports book, so nobody can sit there and say, oh, I got it at 241. No, you didn't. The lowest posted line across the board was at Bovada, and it was at 243 points. So even if you put that bet in late, right before game time, you didn't put it in when we released it, you still would have cashed that by a point. Another NBA sweep, another NHL sweep, and as of right now, with the push, we're about even in the MLB. So even if we drop an MLB play, it's okay, guys. We're still doing just fine in Major League Baseball. The MLB King is here. He's not going anywhere. And we've got a Major League Baseball game of the week on Wednesday that I'm excited for. On top of that game of the week, there is at least 2 premium plays on the board, possibly a third. I need to look at bullpen information, which won't be out tonight. So we'll see what happens there. I'm looking at a couple of NBA plays, but there's no lines on them yet. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Jerry will not have any soccer on Wednesday because he's preparing for league play this weekend. And of course, he's spending all day tomorrow working on that and getting his game of the week locked in, whichever one of the 2 he ends up releasing for the people that purchase that play. You can go ahead and jump on the Major League Baseball game of the week and then go ahead and get your pre-sale on the soccer game of the week. So the second that it's released, you get an email so you can log in and get the play. If you buy the Major League Baseball game of the week, the second you make your purchase, boom, instant access to the play. You log in, you click your link, boom, you got the play. You're on the winner. Let's get on a free play. I'm going to make it short. I'm going to make it sweet. This one's fairly easy. And I'm going with this. What if I told you about the Tampa Bay Lightning all year? When they have a game where they score, it doesn't matter if they win or lose, but they have a poor offensive showing. They score 2 or less goals. Typically 1-0, 2-1, something like that. They're very low scoring. They score 1 goal, 2 on occasion. They always come back and have an explosive offensive showing the following game. They were like 26-4 in doing that, which is the only hockey trend I've given you that I've talked about all year and that has time and time again come through. You go back and you look 2 games ago where they won, I think they lost 1-0 or they won 1-0, whatever it was. The only reason they didn't come back and absolutely run them off the ice, look at who they were playing. They didn't need to. One of the smartest things I think I've seen Tampa Bay do in the last month is they went out and changed their entire lineup. They changed their expected goalie. They went out there and put in 2 different wingmen versus what should have started. They also did it with one of their defensemen, and they also did their 2 captains, whatever you want to call them. They consider them team captains. One of them didn't even play at all. They ended up winning the game. That's fine. It's the only reason they didn't have an explosive game. But what it set them up for was to be able to come back home against a much better team than Detroit right here before we get into playoff time and be rested, their stars going in, a better goalie option going in, knowing that Dallas doesn't play fast enough to keep up with them. Dallas is kind of like Detroit. They'll fire a lot of shots on goal, but if Tampa Bay gets out in front of them and allows they get a couple in the back of the net, they'll eat you alive with speed and they will run Dallas out of gas before the 3rd period. That's what I expect to happen. Unless Tampa Bay just doesn't come to play because they don't care, which I don't see happening because, again, look at what Dallas can do. They proved it last year. Even though it was an odd year and it was kind of a fluke that Dallas got there, you let a team like Dallas into the postseason, you blink your eyes and they're in the Stanley Cup Finals forcing you into a Game 7. Tampa Bay was the one that had to deal with that last year. So don't think for a second they're going to overlook a team like Dallas when they, above anybody else, know exactly what happens when you overlook or don't take a team like Dallas seriously. I think that's why they made the changes, at the end of this weekend, knowing they had them on Wednesday night, and I think it will set them up for not just success in winning the game, but being able to win it by multiple goals. So your free play, as of this moment, William Hill Vegas has the Tampa Bay Lightning minus $1.50 on the money line. That is your free play. Now, being that you may not watch this video until 2 o'clock, Wednesday afternoon, if the line has moved and gone up, which I think that it will, I think it could get above 165, 170. You guys know my limits. I will not, under any circumstances, go above 165 in anything for any reason. I like to stay at 160 as my max. If you are getting the money line at 165 or below, that's fine. Play with it. Good luck. I have all the confidence in the world in it. If you are betting this game late and your book, whether it be offshore or a local book, for whatever reason were to have this game above that, You know my rules. I don't want you to play the money line. I want you to play it in regulation. That way you get well below that value or that line and you still stay valuable and you don't break the rule of going above that max line. So again, right now the regulation play is dead even money. You're welcome to play that if you want to, but just in the off chance that Tampa comes out and has a sluggish first period because they're playing lackluster and they're not taking Dallas seriously, which this will be the last team in the world I would expect to do that. Overtime can kill you in the NHL. We want to avoid overtime if we can. That's why laying the $1.50 is still valuable in my opinion, based on the complete mismatch of teams and the fact that even if we go into overtime, we can still cash this investment. But don't go above the max limit. You know the rules. And if your book has it above that, play them in regulation, but still take Tampa Bay on the money line. I love you guys. Sorry for the long video, but we had a big recap to do, a lot of stuff to go over. Guys, enter the contest. DM me on Twitter @PicksChase or on Instagram @Picks_Chase. That's PICKS Chase. Enter to win. Get over 50% off the All Access Pass. You won't have to buy all this stuff every time one comes out. You get everything. All Access means everything. There's not a single thing that will be released on ChaseWins.com that you don't have access to for one full year. Enter the contest. You don't know. You might win. You might not. But if you win, you don't have to buy these games of the week every time they come out. You get them. But either way, you want that, get on it. Jump on the games of the week. If you want the rest of the plays that we have for Wednesday, get on the Wild Wednesday Pass. $20. It's not even 25. We're doing it for $20. Wild, wacky, wonderful Wednesday, whatever the hell you want to call it. Winning Wednesday is what it is. $20 gets you all premium and daily top plays in all sports, NHL, NBA, and MLB. $20 gets you all up for Wednesday. Win, or you get the next day absolutely free, no questions asked. So jump on that while you're getting the games of the week so you can play everything we've got for Wednesday. Love you guys. See you on the next one.